What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for the day. So yesterday, guys, on Monday Night Football, we unfortunately did get pretty close on some entries, but we did not cash anything. So this was really our first losing day on PrizePicks, I would say, in the past maybe maybe 2 weeks, something like that. I would say we probably had like a couple of like random go down a unit or something like that on PrizePicks, maybe on like a random Wednesday or something. But if you guys have been following me, you guys know that on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and even Monday sometimes, I'm sending out entries to try to get us set up for the weekend. And what that means is hopefully by like Thursday morning or Thursday night, we have 10 plus entries, maybe even more entries that are ready to go for the weekend. So they're ready to hit for the weekend, right? We have pairs that need to happen on Saturday and Sunday because these are the big days for football, all right? So this is what we're going to do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and even into Friday and Saturday, of course, as well. But so you guys know, especially you guys who just got on that week pass yesterday, that is now sold out. So if you got into the week pass, congratulations, you got in very cheap, and we're going to do the same exact thing that we have been doing for, well, the past 20 months and also the past 3 weeks, which has granted us over 100 units this month, guys. So we have had one of our best months ever. You'll see this is what we did this weekend. We had a lot of cashes. Things are a little bit messy, which I should have went in and changed, but you'll see this was last week, guys. We had Sunday, Saturday, Friday, and Thursday, all of those days going up like 10 plus units. So last week we went up 40 units. 2 weeks ago we went up 40 units, and then last week we went up 60 units, and then this past week, this Saturday and Sunday and Monday, we went up, I would say, anywhere between like 15 to 20 units. So not as good of a weekend as we had before, but again, it was a much scrappier weekend. Not everything hit together. It wasn't like a perfect weekend, kind of like it was a week ago where we went up 60 units. And again, you should not expect to go up 60 units every single week. It's going to happen again sometime this season, but those weeks are massive. And again, do not miss out on those weeks because they could be any one of these weeks, right? So again, I have a couple of things to get into in today's video. First and foremost, I do want to go over some entries. Now, I talked about not having a great day on PrizePicks, which again, that's going to happen. You'll see we had a lot of 3 out of 4s. So this was going into yesterday's game, but I think this happened yesterday morning or something like that. And unfortunately, this doesn't hit. Same thing with this right here. I sent this out yesterday. This Myron guy does go over and get a couple of headshots. And then right here on Marcus Mariota, he does actually go over and get a ton of yards in that first half. Same thing here with Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. So unfortunately, these things weren't very correlated, which, at the end of the day, this is going to happen sometimes. Not everything's going to work out perfectly. But I did end up taking this in the second half, and you'll see I took Patrick Mahomes over, Rashee Rice over. Both of these guys had amazing second halves, very similar to like the Jordan Love and Tucker Kraft combination here. Again, when a quarterback gets 200 yards in the second half, his number one target, like Rashee Rice, like Tucker Kraft, is also going to get a ton of yards. And you'll see here Rashee Rice got like 87 yards, and then Tucker Kraft got 94 yards. So again, this is what we do on this channel. We do a strategy called correlation, and a perfect example of this is literally this right here. So this is happening at noon in the next like 20 to 30 minutes. So one concept that you guys need to understand is we lose a lot more than we win on the VIP, all right, guys? So you'll see here, this is Pickett. This is my third-party verified sports betting tracker right here, and you'll see that we actually have close to 1,000 losses since May 1st. You'll see everything is tracked since May 1st. I actually have been tracking this for the past 20 months, guys. I just kind of ran into a hiccup around like late April where my stuff wasn't tracking anymore. I had to reset it. But you'll see this was all last year. Last year we went up 600 units, and then between January 1st and May 1st, so that hiccup, like I said, we went up 113 units in that time frame there. And again, I mean, there's really no way to, I don't have a graph of it other than you could go back to like April 30th or something. You could see that the graph said right around like 110, 113 units. So the units that we're up this year is pretty much this number plus this number. And that's how much we are up so far this year, which is right around like 300 units. All right. So well on track to have another like 600 unit year. If you guys don't know, these football seasons are absolutely massive for us. We went up close to 300 units last year, and then 200 units last year in the NFL and NCAA combined. Okay, so these weekends and stuff that I talk about are the real deal, as you guys have seen. And again, everything is completely legit, as you'll see. I track absolutely everything on the VIP, and we are now up to like 180, 187, whatever it is, units since May 1st, like I said. Okay, so With that being said, I talked about PrizePicks. Now we have been crushing Onyx Odds, all right? So these are the two plays that I actually sent out on Friday's video. And I talked about this Kareem Hunt over touchdown. So he needed an anytime touchdown to score here. He actually gets 2 touchdowns last night. And this was a 4.5x, okay? And this was on Onyx Odds, all right? And I saw a lot of you guys put your free $25 entries on here. And what that means is if you played $25 on this entry, that would turn into $115, which is absolutely insane here. This was completely on Onyx Odds. And if you guys don't know, on Onyx Odds, by the way, you get you get 4 completely free $25 entries, all right, on Onyx Odds. This is what your account looks like after you sign up for Onyx Odds. You get 1, 2, 3, 4 free $25 entries. It's the most insane promo I've ever seen in my life. Plus you get an additional 3 $5 free entries, all right? So a lot of you guys first time on Onyx Odds was on this weekend, on Friday, on Saturday. A lot of you guys tailed that Kareem Hunt line because you guys were with me and you're like, yeah, I mean, Kareem Hunt to score a touchdown, it should not be a 4.5x. It should not be plus 360. This was available all weekend. I think it literally bumped down to like 350 or something like that, which was still obviously very takeable. And then a lot of you guys like quadrupled your money on Onyx Odds. So I'll let you guys just by signing up for Onyx Odds with $10 now have all of these free picks, and then you guys have like an additional $115 or whatever because of this entry winning. So you guys are close to like $250 or something like that on Onyx Odds, right? So the first play of the day is going to be on Onyx Odds. Of course, guys, we've been sending this out every day. We've been crushing Onyx. I think there's another play that we also cashed this weekend on Onyx, in yesterday's video right here, which was Spurs money line. So again, every single day pretty much. I think the only play that has missed over since Friday was that Bengals Jets game under. That game went way over, and again, you know, losses are going to be part of the game, guys. I'm not ever going to say that we're going to win every single entry, but you'll see here all these entries are amazing. And again, this entry just absolutely destroyed right here on Onyx. So you will see here, like I said, on Onyx, you'll get a free $100. All you have to do is text me the word Onyx to my number on the screen. It is a complete no-brainer to do this, guys. I've never seen a better promotion ran by any single app, and I've been doing this, like I said, for close to 2 years now. So text me Onyx here to my number, and again, this is going to be the play of the day right here. It's Devon Achane to go under 62.5 rush yards on this Thursday night football game. All right, guys? So I'm trying to think if there's anything else to get here. I do want to shout out this comment, man. What an amazing comment. Let's go ahead and read it. This guy said, hey, everyone, I've been sticking to this VIP for months now. At first, it started off great, and then we hit this downhill slope for a couple of weeks. Very true, probably, if you came in around like August or September. He said, I really started to feel demotivated, almost backed out, but I continued to have faith, trust the process. It eventually led to almost 300 unit weeks. Now I am up by almost $2,000 just following all of his picks. It's definitely a good investment, y'all. You just have to understand it long-term, ups and downs, but in the long run, you're going to profit and make money. Thank you so much for the comment. This is one of my favorite comments I've honestly ever read here by you, Brody. I think I've seen you in the VIP. So I really appreciate this comment here. You'll see that a ton of guys have been making so much money on the VIP here. Now, I do also want to address this, and I've been going back and forth on addressing this, but I got a comment that was like, man, like he watched my Saturday's video and he's like, man, this guy's not legit. Like this guy's certified not legit. And I'm like, just truly like those comments. At the end of the day, there's going to be people that hate on me, and again, in this industry, in this thing that I do with posting all my picks to YouTube and to my VIP members and everything like that. Like, of course, there's going to be misses. There's going to be people that come on and they take 3 entries and they all miss, and they're like, oh man, you suck. But at the end of the day, what I want to say is that I don't know how you could say that I'm not legit when everything is tracked here, and I tell you guys that we have a ton of losses. Like on your PrizePicks account, you should see like 5 or 6 losses before you see 1 win. Right? That is part of the strategy here with these 4-man entries. And 2, guys, as I always say, what amount of sports bettors lose long term? 95 to 99% of sports bettors lose long term. So at the end of the day, you have to change your thinking. And if there's one thing that I want to get across, it is that I want to help every single one of you guys make money. I want you guys to start winning long term. I don't want you guys to give your money to PrizePicks and these different apps that just take money from you and just are predatory, to be fair. And at the end of the day, there's going to be some people that are going to be able to understand that. They're going to be able to do that. But at the end of the day, also, there's not going to be people that understand that, and they're going to continue losing money. So all I can do is show you guys the wins and losses. All I can do is show you guys the verified picket tracker and everything right here. And again, this is like one of our best months we have ever had, up 100 units. So if you're not happy going up 100 units in a month, and having one of the best months ever, then I don't know what to tell you. It's probably not for you. The VIP is probably not for you, and that's completely fine. Now, one other thing that I did say is I always say that I'm limited on PrizePicks, and that's why I bet $1 entries. That is also a reason why I'm able to track everything, because the $1 entries are very easily trackable. So I do want to say, if I came in here and I just paired up a random pair of players, again, do not take this entry. I don't like this entry. Again, if you're going to take Giannis, just take him as the taco. But if I go ahead and try to put in an entry here, you will see maximum lineups are $5 right now. And then you might be like, well, why do you play $1 entries and not $5 entries? Well, the reason, guys, is because if I were to play a couple of entries that are $5, then it would say, well, your maximum daily limit right now is $25. So then I would only be able to have 5 entries a day, right? 5 times 5 is 25. So I'd only be able to send out 5 entries a day, which I would not like. I want to send out 10 entries a day, especially on these big football weeks. So the best way for me to do it is to just play $1 entries, okay? And it's also very easily trackable. You will also see here that back in the day, this was more than like 2 years ago now, this was December of 2023, I used to bet like $40 an entry, and this was the absolute heyday of PrizePicks here. I didn't hear anyone get limited in these days. You could fully correlate things without payout shift, and you'll see here I did an NHL strategy way back in the day that has now been pretty much nerfed to the ground, where you can't take this anymore. I think this would probably pay out like an 8x or something crazy like that now, where it used to pay out a 25x. But you guys will see $40 entries, and I used to play up to $50 or $60 entries. And again, I wish I could do that, because I'd just be crushing it, obviously. But now at the end of the day, I just try to help you guys make money, and I'll make money on some other apps like Onyx and stuff like that, and help you guys make money on these apps, of course. So again, I'll get into the play of the day on Taco Tuesday. Sign up for Onyx Odds, guys. You can also sign up for Underdog Fantasy and pretty much get another $100 completely free. It is a complete no-brainer to sign up for these apps. They're throwing money at you, okay? Again, all you have to do is text these words to my number right here. It's my personal number, and I will get you guys into these apps and into the VIP completely free. All right, so let's get into the PrizePicks play of the day. Now, we did hit, I think, like 2 or 3 of these last week, and you have to think about these as kind of big ticket wins right here, right? So you have like a 5.25x. What this means is that if this entry hits, we instantly go up 4.25 units. You could also think about this as this pays for 4.25 entries, okay? So if we lose 4 times and then we hit one of these, we actually go up 0.25 units. So for every 4 losses and 1 win, we're actually profiting still on top of it. And again, we hit, I think, 2 of these last week or 3 of these last week, something like that. So you'll see here, which was on Monday Night Football and I think Thursday Night Football as well. So you'll see here, I'm going to do the exact same strategy I always talk about. I pretty much talk about this in every video, and it is using correlation. Now, first and foremost, I'm not really going to talk about Taco Tuesday. Obviously, I'm going to take Giannis as the taco, and if there's any other tacos throughout the day and you're watching this video after this Giannis taco is expired, just go ahead and sub in this next taco for him, okay? And then this 2-man down here, I'm going to take Brad Jackson on Texas State, and I'm going to take Bo Sparks on Texas State, and I'm taking their overs together. So just like, Patrick Mahomes and Rashee Rice, or Jordan Love and Tucker Kraft, or just like any single receiver and quarterback, number 1 receiver and quarterback on any team, if the quarterback does extremely well and they throw for 200 yards or 150 yards, then his number 1 target is probably going to get a lot of those yards, guys, right? That makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense to everyone. If Brad Jackson plays a horrible game, a horrible first half, by the way, this is the first half entry. If he plays a first half that is really bad, and let's just say he gets 40 yards, then Bo Sparks' number 1 target is probably only going to get 15 yards or something like that, right? That is how football works. If a quarterback does extremely well, the receiver's also going to do extremely well, right? Perfect example of this is a couple of weeks ago, Justin Fields literally threw for 45 yards in a game. Justin Fields, right? NFL quarterback for the Jets, threw for 45 yards. Every single player on the Jets went under. There's literally no way that anyone went over. No one went over in that game because his quarterback played so poor in that game. Now, one more thing, you might see this over here floating. I do really like this entry right here, which is doggo to go under. And you'll probably see me with the second taco. I might send it out for free, which is going to be probably with doggo under incorporated in some way. I will also say if you did not take if you've already taken the taco or something like that, or maybe you don't want to take the taco for some reason, you could just go ahead and instead of Giannis, pair up doggo under at 14.5 kills for League of Legends. Okay, so this is under LOL. You'll see on your tab it says LOL, and this is the play for League of Legends right here. Okay, for Worlds Tournament. So that is going to be it. We're gonna have Devon A-Chain under rush yards, and then we're gonna have this as the 3-man with the taco, and then the 2 guys for Texas State, which are playing tonight. Again, sign up for Onyx. Sign up for Underdog Fantasy. One more thing, guys. I did this all of all this month pretty much, which is a signed Christian Gonzalez jersey. I did get this in the mail. So the lucky winner, who I've already announced, is going to be I'm going to probably send that out today. And I want you guys to comment down below, like and comment down below for another giveaway for the month of November. And comment down below what player you would like to see, okay? So do you want to see some sort of like rookie that's been popping off? Do you want to see some sort of vet or something like that? And, you know, what player do you want to see me give away next? All right, Christian Gonzalez, I think this jersey is absolutely insane. And, you know, let's go ahead and do it again in November because you guys really liked that. And I want to give back to you guys as much as possible. So again, like, comment, subscribe on this video, and comment down below what jersey you want to see me give away next. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.